Join me on an exciting journey as I dive into the incredible legacy of innovation and inspiration that starts with Pharoah YT. In this video, I'll be uncovering the secrets behind their success and exploring how they've shaped their career through groundbreaking ideas and relentless creativity. Can I figure out what makes Pharoah YT's journey so unique and impactful? Let's find out together. From the challenges faced to the triumphs that define their career, we'll break down what sets Pharoah YT apart and how their story can inspire you to reach new heights. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, or simply someone looking to unlock your own potential, this video is for you. So, let's dive into this adventure and uncover the path to success. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Many people don't realize how much ancient civilizations have shaped the world we live in today. Despite their historical significance, there are several common misconceptions about their contributions. Ancient civilizations were often viewed as primitive and rudimentary in their thinking and technological development. However, civilizations like Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Indus Valley made profound advancements in engineering, architecture, mathematics, and medicine, many of which laid the groundwork for modern society. Another misconception is that ancient civilizations existed in a vacuum, with little interaction or influence between them. However, trade, migration, and cultural exchange across regions led to shared knowledge, innovations, and advancements. The Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, for example, were all influenced by each other's discoveries, and their collective knowledge impacted later generations. It's often assumed that the achievements of ancient civilizations no longer have value in today's world. However, innovations such as the concept of democracy from ancient Greece, the development of the calendar from the Babylonians, or the architectural wonders of Egypt continue to influence our lives and systems. The era of the pharaohs, particularly in ancient Egypt, was marked by remarkable innovations that have shaped the course of human history. These advancements spanned architecture, mathematics, and governance, and their influence is still seen in modern society today. The Egyptians are perhaps best known for their monumental architecture, most famously the pyramids. The construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, required advanced knowledge of engineering, mathematics, and labor management. These colossal structures inspired future generations of architects and engineers, influencing the design of buildings and monuments across civilizations. The use of stone blocks for construction was also perfected by the Egyptians, which influenced the way buildings and tombs were constructed throughout history. Their techniques in stone cutting, transportation, and assembly were foundational for later monumental structures in Rome and the rest of the world. The obelisk, a tall, 4-sided monument with a pyramid-shaped top, was another signature creation of the pharaohs. These were often erected in pairs at temple entrances and later adopted by the Romans and other civilizations as symbols of power and achievement. Ancient Egyptians developed advanced geometry and surveying techniques, primarily for land measurement and construction. The need to divide land after the annual flooding of the Nile led to the creation of a system of measuring areas and calculating areas and volumes, which would later be foundational in the development of modern geometry. While the Egyptians did not have the concept of zero as we understand it today, they made advancements in early mathematics that were necessary for the development of future number systems. Their system of counting, including fractions, was highly developed and influenced the mathematical frameworks used by the Greeks and Romans. The Egyptians developed one of the earliest solar calendars, based on their observations of the sun and the stars. This calendar was critical for organizing agricultural cycles, religious events, and societal functions. The idea of organizing time based on a solar year continues to be a cornerstone of modern timekeeping systems. The pharaohs were absolute rulers, believed to be gods on earth, and they wielded significant influence over both governance and religion. This concept of centralized authority and leadership has had a lasting influence on later systems of governance, including the development of monarchies and centralized states in Europe and beyond. Egyptian governance was also grounded in principles of justice, with the pharaohs being seen as the final arbiters of law. The Ma'at, which symbolized truth, order, and justice, was central to their rule, influencing the concepts of law and justice in later civilizations. Egyptian legal principles inspired both Roman law and, indirectly, modern legal systems. Ancient Egyptians developed an extensive system of record-keeping, including the use of hieroglyphs to document laws, trade transactions, and historical events. This laid the groundwork for later innovations in bureaucracy, accounting, and written governance systems. Egyptians were pioneers in early medicine, using a combination of herbal remedies, surgical techniques, and practical knowledge of human anatomy. Their medical papyri recorded various treatments and procedures that influenced later practices in Greece and Rome. The practice of mummification, while tied to religious beliefs, also contributed to an understanding of the human body and preservation techniques that laid the foundation for later medical practices. Egyptian art, which emphasized symmetry and spiritual themes, had a profound impact on later artistic traditions in both the Mediterranean and the Near East. Their techniques in sculpture and painting influenced Renaissance artists centuries later. The development of hieroglyphic writing was a significant leap in human communication. This complex system of symbols allowed for the recording of history, religion, and science, preserving knowledge for future generations. It also influenced the development of alphabetic writing systems used by Greeks, Romans, and others. The innovations of the pharaohs were not just limited to their time, they laid the groundwork for much of the intellectual, architectural, and cultural developments that followed. Many of the advancements made in Egypt were passed down to Greece and Rome, particularly in fields such as mathematics, architecture, and governance. The Greeks admired Egyptian wisdom, and Roman engineering was often inspired by Egyptian designs, particularly in the use of monumental architecture. During the Renaissance, European artists and architects looked back to ancient Egypt for inspiration. The monumental architecture of the pharaohs influenced the design of palaces, churches, and other public buildings. The Egyptians' work in medicine, anatomy, and surgery paved the way for future medical practices, and their understanding of the human body informed the developments in science and healthcare. One pivotal moment in history where an innovation from the pharaoh's time led to significant advancements in another civilization is the influence of Egyptian architectural and engineering innovations on ancient Greece, particularly in the design of monumental structures. The Greeks were deeply influenced by Egyptian architectural innovations, especially their monumental stone structures, when they encountered Egypt through trade and conquest. One key example is the construction of the Parthenon, the iconic temple dedicated to the goddess Athena in Athens. While the Greeks are known for their own advancements in architecture, the influence of Egyptian techniques was crucial in shaping the design of their own monumental buildings. The Egyptians had already perfected the art of building massive stone temples with grand, column structures. The Greek Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian orders of columns were influenced by the Egyptian use of columns in temples such as the Temple of Karnak and the Temple of Luxor. The Greeks adopted the idea of columns to create their own monumental spaces but made them more refined and detailed. The Egyptians' ability to create massive structures like the pyramids and obelisks influenced Greek architecture's focus on grandeur and scale. The Parthenon, while a Greek innovation, reflected the ambition and aesthetic principles established by Egypt's monumental constructions. The precision required to align and place huge stone blocks, which the Egyptians mastered in the construction of the pyramids and other temples, was also a lesson the Greeks took to heart. This knowledge helped the Greeks build their own temples and public buildings with greater sophistication and durability. The exchange of knowledge between the Egyptians and Greeks marked a pivotal moment in history, where Egyptian engineering and architectural innovations directly impacted the development of Greek culture, enabling them to build enduring structures that have shaped Western architectural heritage to this day. Pharaoh's legacy of innovation stands as a beacon of resilience and creativity. From his early challenges to his rise as a groundbreaking figure in music and culture, Pharaoh has continually pushed boundaries, blending traditional influences with modern trends to craft a unique sound that resonates globally. His commitment to authenticity, paired with his embrace of cutting-edge technology and digital platforms, has set a new standard for the music industry. Pharaoh's impact extends beyond music, influencing a wide range of creative fields and inspiring a generation of artists to harness their unique stories and perspectives. His work exemplifies the power of innovation, showing that with the right blend of passion, strategy, and perseverance, one can leave a lasting imprint on the world. What's your favorite ancient innovation that still impacts our world today? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you're fascinated by how history continues to inspire modern inventions, make sure to check out my next video, where we'll dive into some of today's groundbreaking technologies that are directly inspired by the past. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.